Happy Monday, Team Grace Charm and Hustle. We are super excited to be going live from our backyard. It's just a little crazy in our house right now. There's some construction happening in our front yard, and so there's like a really loud jackhammer, and at the same time, Ben is very vocal today. So it's just quieter back here, even with the helicopter kind of that comes in and out. So bear with us. We're going to try and make this quick for you, and yeah, I hope that you're having an awesome Monday. We just have kind of a short, brief, not too bad of a to-do list to kind of go over with you. And then maybe we'll take a couple minutes of Q&A, but not very much because we've got a local fundraiser to go to. We're going to go and support our local high school theater guild, and then it's off to run some errands and date night, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So the first thing I was going to show you guys is on your behalf from time to time, we do presents and thank you gifts and random acts of awesomeness for our amazing home office staff, and I always sign a card from Team Grace Charm and Hustle. And so since we're doing another one, I wanted to show you. This is our cute present for Miss Jen Draney, who just finished on the second cruise. She is the LuLaRoe Events Director. I think that's her title. It's something close to that. She's in charge of LuLaRoe's events. And so she works tirelessly to make sure that every training is amazing. She did the entire cruise. She takes care of all of the amazing things that make these events so exclusively LuLaRoe. And if you haven't been to a LuLaRoe event yet, get yourself to one. She is working incredibly hard on convention. So the LuLaRoe staff, no one on staff was allowed to buy the booties and the shoes when they went on sale because they wanted to make sure that consultants could get them. And so we went ahead and waited. I waited for a while because I know that we wanted consultants to get them first. But I bought her 2 pairs of shoes, a pink and a gold pair, because Jen wears a 6.5 and they were still on sale well into the night. So we got her 2 pairs of shoes that she can wear to all of the LuLaRoe events because she has to dress up in LuLaRoe at everything. I thought she'd have a lot of fun wearing shoes. So we got a pink and a gold pair of shoes here for Miss Jen, and we're going to drive them to home office and deliver them to her in the next couple days. So on behalf of this amazing team, I want to let you know that we do reach out to our home office staff. We love on them, and we're grateful for all that they do. And so on your behalf, we go ahead and we take really good care of them.
And I'm not sending you any of our sun. It rained here yesterday.
It did rain here, but it was beautiful. We sat on the porch and we listened to the
sun,
rain.
And we're not giving our sun away.
We can give some sun away. It'd be nice.
No.
I am wearing a jean vest. I love this jean vest. It took me a long time to find one that I truly loved, and I absolutely love this one. I hope someday LuLaRoe makes a jean vest. I would buy 13 of them. Okay, so the May challenge. Today's challenge. I hope that you guys are staying up on it. I know I missed Cinco de Mayo myself. I could not even believe it. It was like 12:05 that night, and I got into bed late Friday night and realized, like, oh my goodness, I never took a red, green, and white outfit, and I fell asleep. Kicking myself for it. I don't like to miss a single day of the challenges, but I'm trying to also find grace in the fact that Ben hasn't slept this week. He's just, like, resisting, yeah?
Pretty much.
He's kind of decided that sleep isn't for him, and so we're just kind of barely hanging in there. So I missed Cinco de Mayo, and I'm bummed about that, but I've done every other challenge so far this month, including today's, which is to look for someone wearing something that looks like a LuLaRoe style and go up to them. Compliment them on what they're wearing. Let them know that you sell clothing by a company called LuLaRoe that makes a similar style, and make sure that you give them your business card. You tell them that they can shop from you on Facebook, offer to help them find your group on Facebook, have a conversation with them. You know, I don't think it's a matter of, like, I don't like to, like, hit and run people with that information. That doesn't ever go so well. So you're not, going to run up to them and be like, hey, I like your baseball tee. It looks like a Randy shirt, and I sell for LuLaRoe, and here's my business card, and run away. That's terrible. And that's, all about you and not about them, and it's not creating that connection that you want to. So I would encourage you to actually, talk with people and to connect with them. How's their day going? Talk about wherever it is that you see them at. So are they on their way to dinner? Did you see them at the grocery store? Actually have a conversation with them, and then see if you can make the point of connection where you can tell them what you sell. Try not to just leave them with a business card. It's way more impactful if you can, show them the Facebook group on your phone or offer to add them to it on their phone. Try and actually make a new customer for yourself out of the experience. But we see things all the time out in public. Travis is significantly more observant than I am. And so I can find LuLaRoe. Who found the Randy today at the mall? Is that me or you?
I did 'cause the pattern. I know the pattern.
I think I was already seeing it too, but we saw a Randy while we were out at the mall today. Travis is very, very good at spotting LuLaRoe, but also he's very good at spotting things that look like LuLaRoe. And so by him doing that, it's also helping me to hone my skills. And so I see people wearing things that look like our Cassie, but I know it's not really our Cassie. It's a little bit too long, or it's not stretchy enough. Or I see something that looks like our Jill skirt or a maxi skirt or a perfect tee. And so the more that you see it and you talk to them and you practice that, the better you're going to get at it. And I know the first few times are so scary. But it's a great way to meet new customers. And especially for the consultants out there who are going, I'm feeling my online sales stagnate. I feel like my customers are shopping elsewhere. Somebody told me today that they felt like their customers were all on a Lula break or on a Lula restriction, like they'd spent too much money and they can't anymore. I'm telling you, that's not really like a thing. I know even when I was really, really broke, I still bought clothes. I wasn't supposed to, but I still did. I still went to Target. I still went to Torrid. I still bought clothes from places. And so it's one of the reasons why clothing is a line item in most people's budgets. They buy clothes no matter what. They're considered essential. And it's one of the last things to go, even when people crack down on their budget. Buying clothes is one of the last non-necessities that they kind of get rid of. People like to buy new clothes. And so make sure that you're not making excuses, that you're not saying, that it's things that aren't in your control, and look at what is within your control and see what you can do to better that. And I think one of the best ways you can do that is to go and talk to people who are wearing things that look like they could be LuLaRoe or that look like they might be a LuLaRoe fan. I'm particularly good at it when I see people wearing like really bright colors or patterns. I was getting my eyebrows waxed the other day, and this 65-year-old woman came in wearing leggings that I knew weren't LuLaRoe, but they were like cats flying through space. And I know they weren't LuLaRoe because, you guys, if LuLaRoe ever makes leggings that are cats flying through space, I want those even more than I want taco leggings. I would die for those. So I knew that they weren't LuLaRoe. Plus, they were a little bit more spandexy and shiny than what we make. But I complimented her on her wild leggings and said they just made me so happy to see her in such a bright print and such a crazy one. And she just beamed and said, thank you. I love to wear things that make me happy, and told me about her fashion sense. And I got the chance to say, I'm all about that. I'm all about wearing what makes you feel happy. I used to wear jeans and black shirts every single day. And I was wearing like a pink dress kind of like this. And I was like, now I wear colorful things and things that make me happy. And then I got to give her my business card, and I told her I live locally. And she said, can I shop online? And I was like, yes, you can. Let me help you join my Facebook group. And we got to have this moment because I found somebody who looked like they would love LuLaRoe. So look out for those opportunities where you can actually love on people and make them feel good about themselves. And also, it's all about connecting people to people. So you want to connect yourself with other people, but also then connecting them to product. So connecting them to your sales group, connecting them to LuLaRoe so they can shop. You feel free to interject whenever you want to, Trav. I don't know.
Hi.
Hi. So that was today's challenge. Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is a huge opportunity to sell. It's one of the things that I think it's overlooked. I know that I had a couple people say that they were going to book a pop-up boutique for Saturday, but then they decided not to because it was Mother's Day and they figured people would be busy. No. Book your pop-up boutique for this Saturday. If you don't have a pop-up boutique at some point this upcoming week, it doesn't have to be Saturday, especially to my Orange County girls, we've got a training on Saturday at the beautiful Coach Sammy Lee's house in Brea. We want you at that. But you could do a pop-up boutique that afternoon or evening. But at some point this week, everyone needs to be doing a pop-up boutique geared towards Mother's Day. Market it for Mother's Day. And encourage you to do that in person. Open up your home to people to come and shop. Ask for mothers and daughters to come shopping together and let them know you're going to give them a special opportunity if they come in together. And make it fun for them to shop together, or invite people to come and shop for their moms. If you're doing an online sale, post some really easy things to purchase for moms, which I think are leggings. Monroe kimonos are really easy to choose sizing because it's either small or large. And Lindsay kimonos are also easy because they're small, medium, or large, and they're not fitted. Sarah's are even good, but they're a little bit harder to size. So market those things specifically towards moms. And if you get them posted, if you're doing that today or tomorrow, and you get them in the mail by Wednesday, they're and you ship it priority, it should arrive there by Sunday, because that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I mean, I would try and get them in the mail by Wednesday. So do your best to try and make the most you can out of this Mother's Day opportunity.
It's a decent opportunity for the guys, too, to give sort of a shopping spree or something to their wife or their mom or whoever.
Yeah.
It's a decent gift.
You could make a card that says, hey, honey, thanks for making me a mother. Here are my LuLaRoe sizes on it. And then encourage your customers to print it off and, fill in their LuLaRoe sizes and give it to their husband. And put your link at the bottom, or your Facebook group, so that the husband can go and shop. Or put information about your next open house hours. So you can do open shopping hours on Saturday from like 9 to noon, and then give your customers these really cute cards that they can print off at home that say, hey, honey, thanks for making me a mom. Here are my LuLaRoe sizes. You can shop at, and it gives them the address and date and time. That would be a really great way to do that. So, yes, Mimi's are great, too, because they're one size. Perfect. Leah is going to give out flowers at her pop-up boutique to mothers as a Mother's Day gift. That's a great thing to do. If you know that your customers this week are moms, when you package up their online orders, write Happy Mother's Day on the card. Don't lose those opportunities to have personal connection. We are not wholesalers. We are not, I'm trying to think of the word, bulk retailers. We are boutique shopping opportunity. The more that you embrace that and the better connection you create with your customers, the more success you're going to have. Let's see. Gina, you don't have to book pop-ups. You don't have to have bites to book pop-ups. You just do a pop-up. You don't always need a hostess for a pop-up. So there's nothing stopping you from doing a Mother's Day shopping experience pop-up. You don't need a hostess to do it, so you're not looking for anyone to take you up on it. You're just opening it up. And I would say even an open house that just has like 3 shoppers come by, you got your house a little bit cleaned, and it's 3 more shoppers that you got to serve. You don't know who they're going to go tell. A lot of top leaders, when we get together to discuss, we talk about that pop-up boutique that was just a total dud for us, where we were so bummed because only like 2 or 3 people showed up and only 4 or 5 items sold. But from that, we all have been able to say, but from that came 2 amazing consultants on my team. The 2 customers that did show up became consultants, or one of them had a pop-up boutique later, and that one sold 80 pieces, those kind of stories. So you never know what's going to be a bummer pop-up and how that's going to turn into something amazing. Okay. So at your in-home opportunity, Mother's Day themed kind of pop-up, I would suggest that you have gift bags on hand. Just go, the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store is a great place to buy really affordable gift bags, or Target. But get gift bags in varying sizes, and some Mother's Day cards you can have on hand. Again, the 99-cent store is great for those. Big Lots is great for those. Big Lots cards are 99 cents as well. And they always have, like, whatever the next upcoming holiday is, they have a huge selection. But get gift bags and tissue and Mother's Day cards, and make it really easy for people who are shopping. It's a one-stop gift experience. Let them know that you'll gift wrap it for them, and fold it nicely, put it in some tissue paper, put it in a bag, and then get to helping the next customer. I would suggest not taking the time to like box it and wrap it unless you have somebody else on hand to do that, because you want to make sure that you're continuing to serve the rest of the people there to shop. But not having gift bags, there's a lost opportunity. I know that for sure if I stopped by somewhere to shop, or a friend dragged me along somewhere to shop, and they were already going to gift wrap it for me, I would buy. Because I hate wrapping gifts. I don't even really keep wrapping paper in my house.
I wrapped part of this one.
He did wrap this one, and we bought the wrapping paper for this gift, and then I was like, do you even keep the rest of it? Because I hate to wrap. And so the more, if you want to, service is the price you pay for the space you occupy. If you want to occupy a certain space in your customer's budget or in their energy and time, you have to provide more service. And so look for ways that you can increase the amount of service that you provide this week. Somebody wanted me to talk really quickly about sponsored ads on Facebook. I am by no means an expert. I'm just starting to play around with it. I'm experiencing some good things from it. I'm putting out little, between $5 and $20 ads using the Facebook things. Like, you have to use your business page to do it. Here is my 2 cents. There is no resource out there that I have found, and I have seen almost all of them and read them in depth, that will provide you LuLaRoe specific training for sponsored ads on Facebook. There is no, I'll tell you, I've even seen those ads that say, buy me. I'm a $13 PDF on how to do Facebook sponsored ads, and it worked for me. I have 75,000 people in my shopping group, and I will tell you, I'm aware of that person's business, and that's not how they did it. I would tell you, I think that ad that they have posted is incredibly fraudulent and not accurate, and I don't want people to spend their money like that. And another LuLaRoe leader should never charge people for training like that. It should be given away freely. That's the LuLaRoe way and the LuLaRoe culture. And so we charge for trainings, like this one in Orange County on Saturday is $10 a person, but that entire fee is going towards chair rentals, and we're providing, Sammy is providing refreshments, and we've got door prizes and that kind of thing. No one's making money off of it. The idea of making money on training is kind of crummy. So I want to encourage you that those of us who have read it fully and completely believe that information is 100% available to you on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on Google. Go out and study how to do Facebook marketing ads. The information's there. You don't need something specific to LuLaRoe to learn how to do it. But I play around with it. So the one that's working well for me right now, I have, we did one for our last pop-up boutique. I did a Happy Birthday LuLaRoe pop-up boutique on last Monday, so a week ago. And I ran an ad that had my local cities. So the 4 cities that neighbored me are what I chose for my demographics. And I chose women between the ages of 20 and 60, because that's my most common core demographic, who had showed an interest in LuLaRoe or shopping or women's fashion. And I think it cost me like $20, and I had only 2 customers who showed up because of the Facebook ad, but I had a lot of people join my shopping group because of that Facebook ad. So maybe they'll come to a future one. So I'm going to tell you that there's very, very, very little training that you need that is so course specific to LuLaRoe that you can't find it for free on Google. And so I don't want you guys to spend money on things that you don't have to. And I want you to be studying, be learn-it-alls. Go out there and figure it out, and then share with each other what works for you. I'm sharing with you what works for me right now. That's the demographic that I did. For my business page, it also gave me the opportunity, Facebook suggested that I choose 4 or 5 of my most recently used graphics and photos, and that it would just run ads for me this month. And so I've got a budget of, I think, $25 for the month, and it will sporadically show these 5 different ads. And at the end of the month, it will tell me which ones were very effective and which ones were less effective. And I'm excited to see what that answer is, because I'll know, is it the ones with more text or the ones with a family photo? Is it the ones with just photos of product? I try to make my 5 photos really all different. So I can see what works with that. So I don't remember who asked me to share about that, but that's it. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on it. I'm still playing around with it, but we can continue to talk about what works regarding Facebook ads.
What?
What works.
Thanks,
I don't notice that the, Stephanie says, do you notice the following non-sponsored post doesn't get as many views? You know, I'm not studying it like that, so I couldn't tell you. I think the question is, it probably doesn't get as many views. Yes, I would notice that it doesn't get as many views as a sponsored one. That's true. Does it not get as many views as it did, like, if I wasn't sponsoring things? I'm not sure what the...
So there's like a really gnarly glare on the screen.
Yeah, so we're trying to see.
I'm not being like weird. I can't read very well right now.
So I'm not sure what the concern is. I definitely know that sponsored posts are effective because they do have more views than when I don't sponsor. That's true. I don't think that then it slows down the algorithm for future posts. I think that those posts have stayed kind of the same at a base level. Yeah, so let's see. Yep, I would also tell you that you don't have to look at LuLaRoe specific things. Pepper says there's lots of social media bloggers and creative masterminds. Go and study what they're putting out there. Absolutely. I do that all the time when I'm looking for how to increase my Instagram following. Or like how to get my Instagram following to translate into customers. I'm not going and asking LuLaRoe people how they do that. I want to think outside the box. I want to get the people that have 1 million followers. And so I go and I read from their blogs and from their strategies and see what it is that they're doing. And Travis has said we're not sharing our sunshine, but I would happily share our sunshine with you.
Sorry, you cannot have any of my sunshine. I pay a lot of money for this sunshine.
Yeah.
California's really expensive because it's so sunny. Except for yesterday when it rained, and there was thunder and lightning.
And I loved it.
And then there was more rain, and then there was more thunder and lightning.
So the last thing that I was going to share, let's do it right now. Let's choose, there's 202 people watching. We're going to choose the 4th person who says the following statement to win because we like to thank you guys for tuning in live.
You're giving that away?
I am going to give this one away.
Thing's rad.
I bought 3 of them to give away.
Did you?
Yeah, but don't go away after the giveaway because we're gonna get right back into doing a couple other things. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do the giveaway in a second because I think some of you are gonna go away once the giveaway is over. So I've got one more thing that I wanted to share with you. I have so many people, so many teammates. It's absolutely breaking my heart. So many teammates are reaching out to me and saying that they are seeing, they're part of such and such group, or somebody sent them a screenshot from this group, or they saw these people saying this thing, and it's breaking their hearts and causing discouragement and anxiety and fear. So I wanted just to touch on that really quick because I know that there's some negativity out there in different places, and you might be running into it. And should we go inside now?
Because the gardener's next door?
Yeah, can you hear our well, it's the next door neighbor's gardener. Do you hear that, or is it like not an issue? Somebody let me know. We can't see your emojis anymore, which is a bummer. When you go live from the computer, I can't see if you give us like hearts or like thumbs up or that kind of thing. So let me know if the sound of the gardener is bothering you. Okay. Cool, then we're just going to keep going. So I want to touch on the fact that you're probably seeing negative things out there. It might be getting you down. I would tell you that I can't be a member of those groups. It's not because I'm not willing to hear it. I know that leggings get holes. I know that sometimes clothing bleeds onto other clothing. I know sometimes that customers think that the outfits that we wear are ugly. I know all these things. And being a part of those groups or having that fill my Facebook timeline feed would just drag me down. It drags me down when you guys send me screenshots of it. I don't need it. We've got a compliance department at LuLaRoe. Send them when you think that a consultant's doing something, icky. Please don't send me negative links.
Sorry, let me put it so you can see that.
It just bums me out. I don't need that to drag down my day. And I don't think that you guys need to drag it down your day either. So there's a couple things I wanted to say about that one. One, just I would say if it's bugging you out and you feel like you can't shake it off or you can't ignore it, just stop. Don't be in it. I had another mentor come to me and she kept sending me screenshots. Another mentor too, you guys. She kept sending me screenshots of the things that she's reading in some of these groups, and it was super bumming her out. And I was like, girlfriend, get out. I almost had to give away something for saying a bad word. Get out. Why would you let that drag down your day like that? Why would you not be in control of it? So that's one thing that I wanted to say is that, you are in control of what you are a part of. I'm purposefully not a member of certain things that I used to be a member of, like even outside of the world of LuLaRoe because they were just bumming me out. I'm not friends with certain people anymore because they bummed me out. Like we had to kind of get rid of some friends over the last couple of years because they weren't hard workers. They weren't looking for how they could better their lives. They just wanted to complain about what the world was doing to them, and we don't want that in our life, right? Trav?
No. Sorry, I was watching all the thumbs up scroll by.
We can see that there. That's
why I
kind
put
of cool.
that down there.
Okay, so that's one thing that I want to tell you is one, you're in control of it. You don't want to be a part of it, don't be. The second thing I wanted to say, let's see, I've got a couple notes here for it. I've had a lot of people reach out and go, when there's bullies happening, what do I do? These people are bullying me, and I would encourage you, if you are being bullied in any way, shape, or form, we are adults. I cannot do anything about it, really. If they're a teammate, maybe I can reach out, but again, adults, and somebody who's crummy enough to be bullying you isn't going to care what I say. I don't have a magic wand or a timeout corner or a dunce cap I can make them wear. So I would tell you that the only way to win with a toxic person or somebody exhibiting toxic behavior, the only way you can win is just not to play. The only way to win with a toxic person is just not to play. And that's been like a very powerful statement in my life. And so when people try to engage me or drag me into their drama or their circle that's of toxic energy and engagement, I just don't. Because that's the only way I can win. It's not playing.
Hold on. Stand up.
The other thing I was going to say is, and we're going to go over this, I'm building a kind of a training about how to deal with some of this stuff. I told somebody today who came to me and was very, very upset about what some other consultants were doing. And there are things that they're reading in some of these groups that the other consultants are doing. And I would say that winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. So I want you guys to be focused on your own business and on and on running that race and being as successful as you can be, keeping your head down, focusing. One of the things that we did when we first started is we weren't competing with other consultants around us. We just competed with ourselves. So if we sold 15 items, that was our highest selling day ever. Our next goal was 16. And then when we sold 24, our next goal was 25. And we just kept pushing to be better than ourselves, and we weren't worried about anyone else. There's that amazing graphic from the Olympics of Michael Phelps swimming against somebody else. I don't know, because it's Michael Phelps and then some other guy in the photo. But the other guy was looking at Michael Phelps. They're both swimming in these lanes. Michael Phelps is just going straight ahead, and they were neck and neck. And the other guy stopped to just kind of like steal a glance at Michael Phelps. And he ended up like a tenth of a second or something crazy behind Michael Phelps. And if he had put that energy that he put into turning his head towards one more extra little oomph at that stroke, maybe he would have won. Winners focus on winning, and losers are focusing on the winners. So keep your heads up and keep your eyes on your own paper. Let's see, I've got, I think, one more that I wanted to go over it. Got a bunch of them on here. Bunch of these really cute sayings that I keep to myself to remind myself of what's going on and for me to coach through some of this negativity that's happening. And this is my last one for you guys. And then we're going to do a giveaway, and then I'll do a couple minutes of Q&A. My favorite thing, and my mom taught me this.
We should play the Ben game.
What's the Ben game? I gotta go the same way as you, which I'm confused by. No. I'm directionally challenged. Okay, so this saying that my mom taught me when I was really little, and it's kind of stuck with me. And I get, I think it's, oh, I don't even want to say what I was going to say. I was going to say I think it's a girl thing, but that's not fair to women. I don't want to put that out there. I think it's just a human thing to kind of cave into gossip and drama. And I want to encourage everyone here just to not be a part of that. My mom taught me when I was little that, you know, I would come home and tell her all these things, and I'm going to use total pseudonyms, like not real names, but Cameron said this about Lauren, and I can't believe that. Can you believe that Lauren did that? I can't believe it. You know, and my mom would be like, you know, if Cameron's talking about Lauren like that to you, she's probably talking about you to Lauren like that. And she taught me that one of the things are, if you engage with people who gossip, they're not only talking about, like, and I'm talking about people who, like, regularly when they're around you, all they want to do is chit-chat about other people, about what's going on other places, negatively, that kind of thing.
By the way, this prize is rad.
Yeah, if they're doing that with you there, if they're doing that about other people to you, I promise you, I almost darn near guarantee you they're doing that same thing when you're not there. So just don't surround yourself with people who do that. Don't surround yourself with people whose game is to gossip or vent. Surround yourself with people who engage in the kind of communication that you want to be a part of. And so this is where I'm going to tie it back. That's a lesson that my mom taught me. And then I read this online like a week ago, and it's just, I keep playing it over and over and over in my head because it's the next step of that. What? Yes, Jen Johnson, you got it. That's where I was going. What Susie says about Sally says more about Susie than it does about Sally. And I want to take this in a couple different ways real quick. So one is, I have so many of you reaching out to me and asking why I will not speak about other companies. There are some companies that people refer to as sister companies of LuLaRoe. They're not sister companies of LuLaRoe. They are
competitors.
I'm not even sure that they don't compete. I'm not worried about them.
They sell a similar product.
They sell a similar product. But why I won't speak about them, why I'm not going to tell you what I think about them, one, it's because if you don't have anything nice to say, you just don't say anything at all. And the second is, if I were to sit here and talk to you about them and what I think about them, or where I think that their weak points are, or what I have to say about them, that doesn't actually tell you very much about them, but it does tell you that I'd be worried about them, and I'm not. It's not worth my time training you about them because they don't matter. And so what Susie says of Sally, so what Katie says of X, actually tells you more about me as a human than it does about X. And so in the same light, I want to remind you that those groups that are gossiping, that are fear-mongering, that are sitting there just, I mean, the screenshots I get, you guys, I can't even believe that this is a thing, that people post photos of consultants going live on Periscope or on Instagram, and they talk about how bad their outfit is, or they're like, just being mean girls for the sake of being mean girls. That doesn't say anything about that consultant whose outfit that they're showcasing and belittling. That doesn't say anything about that person's value. It says everything about the value of the people who are doing that they have nothing better to do than to do that. What Susie says to Sally says more
frozen on my
about
screen,
Susie.
that's just me.
than it does about Sally. It's because once it gave you the low battery thing, you didn't press play.
I screwed up.
And so I wanted to
look at all of the hearts.
I want to remind you guys of that. That this is not about you. This is not even about LuLaRoe. I mean, I saw a page the other day that was knocking Kate Spade. And how crazy Kate Spade is, because look at how ugly this purse is. And she does some really wacky and wonderful purses. They tend to be my favorite. But, you know, how ugly Kate Spade purses are. And it was like a whole group dedicated to how much they hate Kate Spade. And I was like, I did not know it was possible to hate Kate Spade. But wow, these people are like violently hating on that designer. It happens with every company. I will tell you, the lawsuits that LuLaRoe is encountering, the logistics behind them, they happen to every company. The issues regarding cultural appropriation and the things that are happening happen to so many major companies, and LuLaRoe is committed to being as non-offensive but still as embracing and interesting as they can be. Coach just bought Kate Spade. That is a great point. Coach bought Kate Spade, and Coach is incredibly dedicated to not doing discounting. And I don't know if you guys know this about Kate Spade, but Kate Spade over the last year has ramped up to a nearly insane level their discounting. Like almost twice a month they've got flash sales where you can buy the same purse for like, I don't know, 30% of the original price. And I stopped buying Kate Spade. I was livid because I would buy a purse for like $150 that 2 weeks later went on sale for $60. I got over that real fast. I just don't want to be a part of it. So yeah, I started to buy Coach bags.
I'm going to put on the fries. Tired of waiting.
No.
Yep,
and
I'm wearing it.
No, stop.
Oh.
So I want to tell you guys, like, Coach just bought Kate Spade, and we're going to start seeing Kate Spade stop doing their discounting because Coach doesn't believe in that. And they've already said that in their purchase and in their press releases. They've already begun to talk about the fact that they're going to stop that behavior of the Kate Spade line of doing these constant flash sales because it's not beneficial to the brand. It doesn't build brand equity or customer loyalty. It's not what they're about. Coach actually pulled their stuff out of Lord & Taylor, which is a major British department store, and out of Macy's because Macy's is known for discounts. And Coach said, we just won't be there. We won't play that game. And so I want to encourage you that the discounting game is being turned away by major brands. Maybe think twice before you continue in that realm. So yeah, I'm just telling you, there's groups out there everywhere that talk about every major company. People want to hate. It's what they do, and you just got to shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Okay, so don't let it get you down. I promise you, I can't tell you how many times I get screenshots that say, from crazy people, and I'm going to say this, they're crazy. They have no actual information, no actual perspective, but they're like, oh, LuLaRoe's going out of business. LuLaRoe's going bankrupt. I promise you that's not the case. I can't speak for what's going to happen 10 or 20 years from now. I hope it doesn't. I don't think it is, but I can tell you that there is no sign of that, no true sign of that, no intention of that. Nothing actually damaging is happening. LuLaRoe is continuing to experience growth. We're continuing to see a new source and surge of positive publicity. It's all going to be good. I can't tell you. I posted in here this great thing.
Yes, that was T-Swizzle, by the way.
That's T-Swizzle. I posted this thing in here saying that, yes, but the Coach outlet store actually is rarely actually a Coach purse. The Coach brand that you see in stores isn't available at their outlet stores. They make a secondary Coach line just for the Coach outlet. So like, and they're different quality. Same with Kate Spade has done that. Christopher Long, with no debt. We have no debt at the moment. That's not going to continue. There will be debt at some point. They're building a massive, huge.
You're able to say that?
Yeah, they
Okay.
said it on the cruise. They're
Okay.
they're building. They're putting some new buildings up. In order to build new buildings, they're going to have to take on debt. But they've taken on rounds of debt throughout their adventure. They've taken on rounds of debt throughout their business adventure, but they've always paid it off incredibly quickly. They've always paid back their investors and any lines of credit very, very quickly since starting LuLaRoe. So, yep, they will continue to have as little debt as possible, and most likely they will increase drastic rounds of debt, and then it'll get taken away right away. But they are looking into building some very, very long-term solutions for some of the logistical infrastructure needs that they have. And so because of that, they're going to take on some really, really large amounts of debt that will also have really, really large assets attached to them. So yeah, really cool things happening there. I posted about a week ago about the upcoming announcement in May and told you guys that I firmly believe this is, I can't even tell you, I have sat down with good good friends and tried to figure out how it could possibly be, this May announcement, how could it possibly be anything that could be construed as negative? Is there a retailer out there who could be like, screw this is terrible, I hate this? And I literally cannot think of one. I can't think of a situation in which somebody might hear this announcement and be like, I'm out. Bro, this is bad. This sucks. Like, it's not a thing. It's a really exciting, amazing announcement. It's going to be so good. I will tell you, you want to be booking pop-up boutiques, which my saying you need to be booking pop-up boutiques does not mean that they're going to make a rule that says you can't sell on Facebook anymore. I have to, like, think these things through now. What craziness are going to be misconstrued from what I say? But, like, that's not a thing. You're still going to be able to sell online, but booking pop-up boutiques is what we truly believe the most powerful way to build your unique customer base, to build the LuLaRoe brand in general, to increase your team, those kind of things. So you're going to want to be booking pop-up boutiques. You're going to want to start building momentum now. I'm so excited. I'm like stuttering, you guys. You're going to want to start building that momentum in your business now. Please do not wait until May 18th to order, because I'm telling you, I am nearly certain that you're not going to be able to order on May 18th. I haven't heard the actual date. I know they're just going to announce it on May 18th. It might not be ready until the middle of June. So don't wait to order because you need to be having that customer base taken care of. You need to be building your brand. You need to be continuing to turn over inventory ahead of this announcement.
What time does she leave?
Amory leaves at 5 and Brooke, I think, is here.
Okay.
You want to go check on that?
Yeah.
We've got a babysitter swap today happening.
Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Neither one is available for the time, so we've just switched. Let's see. What's going on? Ruth, I can't see. Ruth says, seriously, Ruth? What is Ruth announcing that everyone's saying, seriously, Ruth? I don't see anything from Ruth.
She was on the news.
Oh, yay. That's great. I missed that. Super cool. Be sure you share it with us in GCH. We would love to see that. That's so amazing.
Can I please put on the prize now?
No. Please? I would say in-home pop-ups, Alyssa. I think it's important that you have in-home pop-ups. I don't think, it's not interrupted on our end. I'm sorry if your internet's going out, Tina. Usually if that happens, a whole lot of people would tell us that, but I'm not.
And we have gangster internet because I fixed it finally.
We do. So
on this side of the house.
If a lot of you are experiencing broadcast interruption, let me know. Otherwise, Tina, I think it might just be your internet. So let's see. I want to just make sure that you know that it's an exciting thing. I think you're going to need in-home pop-ups because they are one of the best ways to build the brand in person, to build unique connections. Oh, okay, so it got interrupted once. Sorry, guys. It could have been when I touched it. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Anyway, you can watch the replay later. So we are really excited about the May thing, but I promise you, if you are stopping your business or not ordering and waiting for May 18th, you are making a really poor choice. That's not what this is intended to do. I'm not waiting, and I don't have a massive inventory. I can't, like, just hoard stuff. I'm continuing to order. I'm continuing to order and post, and I will be pushing as hard as you have ever seen me push with my customers over the next 2 weeks. Because I want to have their attention. I want to have them shopping with me. I want to get them loving on shopping with LuLaRoe, Katie May, and Travis ahead of this fun announcement. So, yes, Travis, you can show them the prize now.
Yes.
You said you were going to put it on there. There you go.
I'm putting it on.
So this is, you got to get closer so it's not in the sun.
It got... All right, I'll just hold it up because I can't figure out how this works.
So we've got this gorgeous necklace from Guatemala. These are all seed beads, and it's created by hand. They're hand-dyed seed beads, and then they are hand-strung. It's pretty close to the LuLaRoe colors. It's a little bit more primary than the true LuLaRoe colors.
The bright strand kind of is. There's one bright strand that has a little bit brighter colors in it. But
yeah, there's like a coral color in there. But it matches with so many amazing things. We purposefully brought this. I have one myself, too. I kept one for myself, but we bought a copy just to do as a giveaway. And so we are going to give it away for the 4th person who says... Let me see. Let me think about what I want you guys all to type right now. We're going to do the 4th person who says...
Wait, it can't be like the last one I did?
I want to do this one, but I can't do that one.
You could. I just think you would get some flack for it.
Let's do this one. We're going to take the 4th person who says, I will not play with toxic people. The 4th person who says, I will not play with toxic people. is going to win this necklace. Brian Olson, you're so funny. He's trying ahead of time because that's what we did. A couple giveaways. I will not play with toxic people. We got 1, 2. Let's see, 3, and our 4th one is Ruth Morris. Ruth Morris is the winner of our gorgeous necklace from Guatemala. Thank you guys for watching live. We appreciate it. I love all of you who are putting I will not play with toxic people. I hope that you take that to heart and you make that commitment. And we will take just 3 questions. We're only going to do 3 questions right now. So open Q&A. I'm going to choose from the questions. We probably won't do 3 in a row, but I'll do 3 questions that seem like the most important ones we could answer right now. Because then we got to get off to this fundraiser. So 3 questions. If you've got a question that you're dying for an answer to, please send it. Casey, we'll start with this one. Friend bought a Cassie from a consultant she doesn't know how to pop up. She was going to give it away because it doesn't fit her. I offered her an exchange for a different size. The question is, will we be able to add items like this to our inventory? Yes. I know it's frustrating that you can't right now. I feel that too. I'm experiencing it too. But yes, they are working on the tech side of that so that you will be able to add it to your inventory. Absolutely. I'm anticipating that being ready hopefully by like the 2nd week of June. It takes a long time to put those. That's a big system to be able to do, but they are working on it and figuring it out. There's also an importance that needs to be kept on keeping it a closed system where you can't just willy-nilly add things to your inventory. It's still in conversation before they can even get to the tech part, but it is being worked on. What is one thing you would tell someone that they should do for their business to make it more successful? I would tell them to treat their business like a business.
Hey, I was going to say that.
Well, you explain that then. Way to go.
It's not a part-time gig. It's a business that you're running that is a legitimate business. You need to treat it as such. Give it your full attention.
It can be part-time.
Oh, no, I understand that, but treat it...
Part-time work is part-time results.
Yeah, so if you're expecting your business to have business results, you need to treat it as such, and you need to put in the time and put in the effort, and when you're working your business, you need to be solely working your business and not focusing on other things. When it's time to work, it's time to work.
Favorite way to book in homes? My favorite way to book in homes is to look through my most recent invoices and to find my local customers who have shopped with me quite a bit and to ask them personally, to reach out to them, not to post like, hey, I've got these dates on my calendar. My favorite way to book in homes is to reach out to those amazing customers who spent money with me, thank them for being amazing customers, and ask them if they want to be a hostess. Editing of invoices is coming, but I can't tell you where in the time frame that is because I don't know. Let's see. I'm only going to answer questions I know the answer to. This picture of Patrick in front of the bags of clothing give us a hint as to what's coming that's limited. I think that picture is an old picture. I think it's just a picture of Patrick that somebody used as like a graphic for their post, but I don't think it's particularly linked with the idea of the new launch that's coming. I think it's just a picture of Patrick that's been around for a while. No, there's no limit on damage reports.
No, you cannot jump in our pool.
Yes, you can.
It's really cold. Fine. I don't know where you live, but if you want to jump in our pool, I guess you can.
Angela Odom says, why are we getting so many thicker Cassies? I don't know, but I get constant messages from customers asking me if I have thicker Cassies, like every single day. They like them. They're more. They feel they're very, very flattering. They suck them in. It's like wearing Spanx and a Cassie. So, yeah, that's probably why you're getting them is because they're popular. Let's see. What do you do with missized items? You can damage them out. Yeah, they have more tummy control, the thicker Cassies do. Absolutely. So.
She said she lives in Downey. I guess if you really want to come jump in our pool, talk to Katie. We'll figure it out. It's really cold. The heater doesn't work.
That's true.
I jumped in once. It's freezing. And it just rained, so there's a lot of cold water that just went into it.
Have a really good night, you guys. We are excited about where Lula is going. We're excited for how you're working your businesses. April was a bit of a slow month. April was a slow month for us last year, too. And I remember because a whole bunch of leaders and I were in a conversation last year, and we're like, what is it? Is it spring break? Is it, just post-holidays? Why is April so slow? I remember having those conversations last year, so I wasn't really surprised by it this year. I'm telling you, it wasn't slow for everyone. People were able to have lots of people. Lots. I think when we looked at the actual numbers, it was like 25 or 30% of Grace Charm and Hustle had growth from March to April. And so I'm telling you, it is what you make of it. It's exactly what you put into it. So keep trying new things. If you're not getting good results, stop doing what you're doing and do different things. Anything less is insanity. And don't play with toxic people. And remember that what Susie says about Sally is more representative of who Susie is than it says anything about Sally. So, yeah. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.